What's going on, everyone? CJ back here with a brand new episode of the SFL. That is right, the Smallz Football League. Week 6 here on deck, and we are flying through season number 2 of the SFL. We, Tuscaloosa that is, doing much better this season than we were last season. Starting off 4-1, we are on some kind of tear, and we are taking on the 3-2 Roswell Revolution for the first time in this SFL series. They got 5 subscribers on their squad. Quarterback Noah Acro, wide receiver BT Taylor, defensive end Gio Cruz, linebacker Eli Acro, and also cornerback Jameer Juice. And the Revolution looked to be very good in the running game, third best rushing team in the SFL, and I see why. They have Derrick Henry on their squad, so that is not going to be a fun time for us. We, though, are the best in terms of points per game and passing yards, so looking like it's going to be a passing attack versus a rushing attack, and I'm guessing we're going to have our hands full against the Roswell Revolution. But in today's episode, guys, we have 6 new subscribers joining the SFL, putting our grand total up to 112 subscribers in the league here. So this channel and this league just continue to grow. I am so happy, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this ride with me. So we'll definitely take a look at our new subs joining the league today. We also got a game plan to take on this subscriber-packed Roswell Revolution squad. And we also had several trades take place. That's right, my Discord has been jumping over these past few days. So we'll definitely see what all got shook up in the league. And we got lots to get into today. Cue the intro, man. And as always, guys, if you would like to join the SFL as a creative player, check the pinned comment. It's got all the information I would need to add you into the league. Also, please check out our official SFL Discord. Link is in the description. I was talking to you about trades. That's where all that stuff goes down. And I also keep track of stats, standings, general chat, all that good stuff. And the subscribers on this channel just kind of all come together. It's a really, really great time. So, new subscriber here on the Milwaukee Motors. Shout out at CJ Gray 6 down there in the comments for making this submission. We got DeMar DeRozan, and not the real DeMar DeRozan that plays for the Kings and previously the Raptors, although same number, and also kind of looks like DeMar as well. But DeMar DeRozan teaming up with wide receiver Sam Fox here. He is 6'6", 220 out of USC, a slot archetype player, and he has great speed, 92, great acceleration, great agility. So, and just like DeMar DeRozan, he can jump. DeMar can slam some balls in some hoops. DeMar can go up and catch some balls. This DeMar, that is. So, all-around, really talented receiver. And this Milwaukee Motors team is looking to continue their good streak. DeMar DeRozan here should help. First subscriber on the Memphis Suns here, we have quarterback Nick Strickland. So, also submitted by at CJ Gray 6 down there in the comments. And just like the Sun, those uniforms are fire. First time getting a look at these Memphis Suns jerseys and everything here on the videos, recording. And I like them. I made them, so I would hope that I liked them. But Nick Strickland here, 6'3", 230 out of Oregon. He's got the Cam Newton type of build, and he is also an improviser archetype player. He can throw pretty well with the 93 throw power. But just like Cam, he can get out of that pocket and throw on the run with a 95 throw on the run trait. Pretty agile like Newton, good speed, and all around a really good scrambling quarterback. The Suns had CJ Stroud previously, but now they got Nick Strickland, and he is looking to heat up the SFL. Got a new subscriber, wide receiver on the already stacked Salem Steelhawks. They are 4-1 on the season, just like the Terminators. So welcome to the league, JJ Red. Shout out at the Doodle Bob down there in the comments. And JJ here is Chad Johnson Megatron type of build. He's also physical, just like Chad was, and I'm sure probably is, 84 overall physical wide receiver. He's 6'6", 235 out of Ole Miss. Same number as Megatron as well. Got decent speed, nothing crazy, not blazing speed, but what he lacks in the speed department, he makes up with the sure hands at 94 catching and 94 jumping, and very Megatron-esque 91 spectacular catch. and a pretty good deep route runner as well. So our quarterback subscriber Cameron Moore got a new target to chuck the ball to, and welcome to the league, JJ Red. And also submitted by @TheDoodleBob, we got Bob Doodle himself, new middle linebacker on the Edmonton Coyotes, looking to help pull this team out of the early slump that they're in, as they still are winless on the season. Bob Doodle looks like he might be a missing piece to the puzzle. 6'9" as a middle linebacker, 265 pounds, out of the Ohio State University. And he is a pass coverage guy, 88 speed, 89 XL, but look at the 82 zone coverage. Very aware of what's going on out there with the 82 awareness, 80 catching, and also pretty good in man too. So he's going to be kind of like a Fred Warner out there, or a Levante David out there, and good luck throwing to the intermediate range when you're playing against Bob Doodle and the Coyotes. So welcome to the league, my friend. We got a new strong safety on the Massachusetts Smithies, joining quarterback Silas Vaden, and also a mystery player that I will introduce to you guys here shortly. But welcome to the league, Ishmael Balog. Shout out at the bear in the chair down there in the comments. Ishmael is 6'2", 235 pounds, out of Akron University of Akron, just like your boy here. And he is a run support type of safety, 89 speed, 87 XL. That's pretty good. But look at the 88 pursuit. He is going to be hawking down ball carriers and receivers that just made catches. And guess what? When he hawks them down, he's got 80 hit power, so he can definitely lay the wood. Looking to be a really good piece to the rock solid Massachusetts Smithies. And welcome to the league, Ishmael Balog. First subscriber on the Muhammad Ali inspired Louisville Fighters. So a couple teams that never had subscribers before getting one here today, just making the league that much more interesting. So welcome to the strong safety spot here, Charlie Wicker. Shout out at MoonDZ3DM down there in the comments. And this is also the first time getting a look at the Fighters uniforms. I hope that we play them this season, because you guys got to see their field. Again, it's all Muhammad Ali inspired, and you can see they got the red, white, and blue, American flag colors there. But anyways, go check them out. First video in this playlist. All my teams are on there. Very, very cool. But Charlie here with the Sean Taylor build. He is 6'2", 197 out of Boise State, and he's pretty fast as well, 91 speed, but pretty good in coverage, 81 zone coverage, just like Sean. RIP, to the legend, just like he was as well. But a very, very strong safety, get it, with the 93 hit power. He can lay the vicious hits. He always knows what's going on out there with 84 play rec, and let him get up in the box, and he's got a little bit of moves too. So welcome to the Louisville Fighters and the SFL, Charlie Wicker. So yeah, got a lot of trade requests popping off in the Discord server. If you're not in the Discord server, I'm telling you, you gotta join. It is almost a must. It's not a must for this series. Like, I'm sure we only got 40 something members, and we got 112 subscribers on, in the league. But I'm saying it's a great time. And we already got a channel in there called the Trade Block, and that's where all these trades popped off at. But what I will probably do, since there is a lot of trade interest going on, I will add another channel called Trade Approvals or something like that. So let's say you want to go get Terry McLaurin, and shout out to the Commanders for just beating the Detroit Lions last night as I record this. Very, very cool. But yeah, so if you want to make a trade, say for Terry McLaurin, and let's say he's on the Boulder Rockies, right? Whoever is a subscriber on the Boulder Rockies has until the next episode that I release to say yay or nay, or counter offer or whatever. And if I don't hear anything, I'm just going to put the trade through. But just like the real NFL, after week 9, no trade. So yeah, it'll all be in the Discord. Go check it out. But reuniting with his brother, as much as it pains me to say, Silas Vaden, who used to be the Tuscaloosa quarterback, my team requested, or used to be the Tuscaloosa defensive tackle, I should say, turned into a quarterback, went to the Smithies, and now his bro, Jax Vaden, who was a linebacker on my Terminator squad, he said, you know what? I'm a halfback. I'm actually a running back. Guess what? JK, I'm a running back, and I want to go join my brother in Massachusetts. So the Vaden brothers are reunited. We no longer have them, and the Smithies are actually doing pretty well to start. They also just added another subscriber too. So, they have some pieces, and I would look for the Smithies to really make some noise as they got the brothers reunited and our new subscriber safety Ishmael Balog. The Savannah Spirits send Marshawn Lattimore, tight end Jody Fortson, and a first-round pick to the Crocs to reacquire their tight end Dallas Bolton, who used to be on this team, and then he actually got traded to the Kissimmee Crocs randomly by the CPU. Crocs aren't doing so good to start. They've only won one game. We just beat them last episode. So Dallas was like, look, I got to get back over to Savannah. And I'm sure even though we just played Dallas on the Crocs, we'll be playing him again very soon as the Spirits are in our division. So welcome back to the subscriber-packed Savannah Spirits tight end Dallas Bolton. Edmonton Coyotes send Jamal Adams, a first, second, third, and a future third and fourth to the Louisville Fighters to acquire very, very good strong safety Talanoa Hufanga, 90 rated overall. It was kind of difficult for me to execute this trade. In hindsight, I could have just went to the Fighters and traded him for peanuts, but I tried to make it as realistic as possible. And coincidentally, Jamal Adams, who went to the Fighters, guess what? He's the new subscriber strong safety Charlie Wickers. So he's out of the league now. How about that? But Coyotes, again, looking to get out of this slump that they've been in, and a great safety like Talanoa Hufanga, that might just be just what the doctor ordered for Edmonton. Milwaukee Motors sending wide receiver Dontavian Wicks and a second-round pick to the Akron Summits for standout rookie, I guess second-year player in this franchise now, Brian Thomas Jr. So the Milwaukee Motors now have 2 subscriber wide receivers and Brian Thomas Jr. to go along with the great quarterback and some other really good pieces as well. Milwaukee Motors, such a heartfelt story, man. They only won one singular game last season, had no subscribers. Now they got like 6 or 7, and they are killing it. And also making another trade to send Tre'Davious White, a 5th-round pick, and a future third and first, my apologies, to the Boulder Rockies for cornerback Jair Alexander. So again, they're just getting stronger in all these different categories. Tre'Davious White is now going to be on the Rockies, and of course the Motors now have Jair Alexander. They were both X Factors, so that was actually a pretty easy trade to facilitate. But yeah, man, lots of trades popping off here. So we're not just adding new subscribers now, we're also shaking things up in the league. And this series is just freaking amazing. And again, thank you guys so much for making this so much fun. Taking on the Roswell Revolution over in the NFC West, and aside from our squad, this is my favorite team that I created. So getting a look at the away uniforms there, you can't really tell with the white as much as you can with the homes, with the blacks, but they got the stars all up and down their pants. And also I know you see the 51 on the helmet for Area 51, and then their alternate jerseys, we got the Marvin the Martians. Those are absolutely fire. And you know what? I'm going to rock with those, man. I love me some Marvin the Martian. I got a tattoo on my freaking leg of Marvin the Martian, if you wanted to know. So we're on Monday Night Primetime, and if you guys are fired up for this SFL series and you're loving this content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And without further ado, let's get on down to Skynet Superfield in Tuscaloosa and get ready for the game. Here is beautiful Skynet Superfield in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And yeah, great decision by me to go with those Marvin the Martians, man. Those are fire. And I know I sound like a broken record, but I made all 32 teams. I'm only saying that because there may be some first-time viewers out there, and you're like, what is this? Like, what is this? Like, what are all these teams? Yeah, I made them. Took me 3 weeks. Check out the first video on this playlist. Check them out. And also, join the league and get in on the action. Quarterback Noah Acro. His brother Eli Acro, the linebacker, just joined via trade a few episodes ago, and Noah is having a phenomenal season. Actually, a lot of yards. I think our quarterback, Drew, who is kind of like the staple of yards, he is leading the SFL. I think he's got like 1,200, maybe 1,300. I don't know. Something like that's going to be a run to King Henry, and he's going to be tackled there by our subscriber defensive end, Austin Kringle. Shout out to Derrick Henry, man. His Baltimore Ravens just got ousted by the Buffalo Bills. Heartbreaker for him, and I kind of hope that King Henry gets ousted in this one too. Our game plan's zone, so we'll at least rock zone for now, and King Henry is going to be a threat today, I am sure. I showed you guys pregame, the Revolution are the 3rd best rushing team in the SFL, and our defense coming off a great game last week against the Patrick Mahomes led Kissimmee Crocs, where we absolutely shut them down, and we're going to need to do the same thing today. Let's put TJ Huntington on a spy, and Acro coming out single back, so you have to figure it's going to be Henry again, but the blocking is just too good, and King Henry is almost always going to break first contact. 3 rushes and already at the half-century mark. Timeout. Let me go grab the Vaseline, and I'll be right back. Yeah, I don't like this at all, man. Noah Acro in the Revolution already into our territory. And come on, pick! Pick from Powers! Pick from Alex Powers! Look at the big 7-footer. Number 39 there. That was clutch. Noah Acro's first pass of the game goes to one of our newer subscribers, Alex Powers. And he just joined also several episodes ago. And I mean, come on, man. We got a 7-foot wide receiver. And Noah was targeting subscriber receiver BT Taylor there. And that was such a huge interception. Okay, I also lied. Drew Thompson is at 1,500. So quite a bit more than Noah Acro, but still. Noah's having a good season, and so is Drew. Checking out the Roswell Revolution defense here. We got subscriber defensive end Gio Cruz on that left side, number 52, so got to watch that. They also got Yatur Gross Matos over there on the other side. Keanu Benton and Kalen Saunders, not a very strong defensive tackle room, if I would say so. And subscriber linebacker Eli Acro, who again just came over from the Savannah Spirits to play with his brother. Got to watch him. Fred Warner, what was I just comparing someone to Fred Warner pregame? Yeah, we're going to see him live in action today. EJ Speed also there, and subscriber Jameer Juice, at 86 overall corner, to go along with Greg Newsome. We may throw some picks as well, just like Acro just did. Kevin Byard at the free safety and Jordan Battle at the strong safety spot. So the Revolution got a pretty good defense. And I would say as many runs as we can get away with today, the better. Because, Drew Thompson also kind of has that INT bug, if you will. I could easily throw 4 of them today, and we don't want that to happen. So I'm hoping that Huntington, our running back, can get something going. There's a great run. Bobbing all the way through traffic there. Greg Newsome finally gets him down, but not before JJ gashed him for a gain of 20. That is going to hopefully be our MO, as you see the 2 subscribers, Jameer Juice and Eli Acro, talking over what the heck just happened on that last play from JJ Huntington. And there's also 7-footers all over this SFL, man. You guys are wild. I don't hate it, though. I do not hate it, but just expect to see big 7-foot tall, 6'11" guys all across all the teams. So 2nd and 8, I do see we got the other Powers brother, Jake, in press. See if we can maybe hit him. We're not going to be able to, so we're going to go to Ty Huntington, subscriber receiver. He makes a nice catch, a nice first down, and gets us all the way down to the 45. Come out single back again. Gonna continue to feed Huntington. I just need a 1 block set there. Oh, Huntington's still going, though. I'm telling you, he's amped up, man. He is amped up. That was also only a gain of 3, but that one could have been absolutely disastrous. And Huntington is running like his contract depends on it. It doesn't. Spoiler alert, because Huntington, he ain't going anywhere. He's part of this team. But still, really good run there. 2nd and 7, they got Powers on press again. So maybe, no. We're going to go to Zach Ertz, the backup tight end. He's going to get this very close to the first down sticks. Going to bring up 3rd and 1. And you know what? How can I not just go to Huntington on a single back wham? You have to think that he could just pick up 1 hard-fought yard. And if not, this might even be 4 down territory. Oh, I needed to go the other way. That was not a great block set. Keanu Benton gets us. And what do we do on 4th and 2? Boy, I really hope this doesn't come back to bite me. We're being aggressive, but you know what? We're in plus territory, and, if we don't get it, we don't get it. But we're going to go screen pass to Huntington, hoping we can pick this up, and we actually did not. The pass was deflected there by Fred Warner. Wow. So we cannot capitalize off that Alex Powers interception. I see a few subscribers leading the league in rushing yards. AJ Hans, who just joined. Ian Taliercio on the Steelhawks, so nice to see that. But what a missed opportunity. And Huntington started off so good on that drive, but just could not keep it going. I need Roquan Smith to just usurp up on Henry because, yeah, he's already over 50 yards and adds 4 more to his total on that one. We're going to send the blitz here. I don't really like this. Henry could have an outside run if he wants it. Oh, nice pass there from Acro. He's able to target Calvin Ridley and find him. He kind of got flushed out of the pocket there. I thought for a second maybe we would be able to get him, but it was a nice pass and a nice completion. And now Acro is in the I formation, so of course Henry has to be the focal point. Even being the focal point, man, this guy's gonna pick up 300 yards, isn't he? I mean, God, he's on pace for 400 almost. He's got 77 in the first quarter, and wow, we just have no answer for Derek. He's beating up our defensive line. All right, so Roswell threatening to score. Derrick Henry has his X Factor activated, and they are going to score, and it is a catch there by Danny Gray, of all people. He's buried on their depth chart, like the 4th receiver down there on their depth chart, the 3-year man out of SMU. All right, so that was a huge turnaround for the Revolution, because after that Alex Powers interception, I thought for sure we were going to go down and put our mark on this game. But Derrick Henry is running all over our defensive line, and let's see if that is going to end up being the theme of this one today. About 2 minutes to go till the end of the first, and got to make sure we respond to that wonderful drive. We'll not give it to Jake Powers. I was trying to, but Yetur Gross-Matos is going to get the sack, and that was our subscriber center, Scoot Sanders, who had not allowed a sack all season. He may have just allowed his first one there. Yeah, this Revolution team is playing tough. Got to dig ourselves out of this hole. We have a receiver wide open there. It's Ty Huntington. Did he hang on? He did. Ty Huntington continuing his great season. He and Jake Powers are 2 subscriber receivers. It's like one game is Ty, one game is Jake, and they just kind of go back and forth. That time it was Ty picking up a monster gain, getting us very, very close to midfield. All right, that running game looked like it was going to be working so well. Ever since that first play, it really hasn't. Oh, vicious cut by Huntington. Never mind. Let me walk that statement back, because he just broke somebody's ankles out there and put a defender on skates. I don't know if that was Eli Acro. He's out there talking to him, and also EJ Speed too. But yeah, that was a vicious run by Huntington. We're down 7-0, but we're putting together a pretty good drive. And with the way that Derrick Henry's running so far, we may need to put up 30+ to win this ball game. I'm going to try to see if we can get Jake Powers maybe in single coverage out there with that curl. We'll put Huntington on a drag, and I guess we'll just actually go to Huntington, making his second catch of the contest, making it 3rd and inches from the 22. Got to pick this one up. Come on, Drew. I believe in you with the QB sneak. Okay. That was actually way closer than I would have liked it to be. And Drew kind of just like folded, like his knees buckled on him. That looked very, very painful, as a matter of fact. So sorry, Drew, if I put you in an uncomfortable position, but I need you to pull out all the stops. We're trying to score here. It's 1st and 10, almost into the red zone. Let's see what we can make happen here. Scooby McBoomski. God, I had to hang back there in that pocket. Almost got drilled. But instead, it is Scooby for a gain of 8. See if we can't pick this up, boys. We got 13 yards to the promised land. Gonna come out play action and roll, and maybe we get, like, Powers. Let's just give it to Huntington, actually. I know that was kind of quick, but, I mean, he was open in the flat. So, not gonna pass that up. We convert. Picks up a good, positive yards there. Maybe I would have had Jake Powers if I would have hung back there for a little bit, but I don't care.
Okay.
It was a good pickup, and I'm happy with it. Let's motion over Huntington, the receiver, so we can give it to Huntington, the running back, and I would love to power this in here with Huntington. We just might. Getting so close down to the 1-yard line. Jordan Battle makes the stop, but that set us up beautifully for 2nd and goal, and you better believe your britches, we're going right back to J.J. Huntington. Might be leading the SFL in rushing touchdowns. It's in the Discord, so if you want to go check it out, you're more than welcome to. But JJ, need you to pick this up, brother. Nice cutback, and the game is hopefully about to be tied. 7-6. That was a nice respawn by the Terminators. JJ, go ahead and spike that ball, brother, because you earned it. And pending a Corey Booter extra point, which are never guaranteed by me. If you don't know, I suck at kicks. Pending this extra point, that one should be great. It is. Back to a 0 ball game. Can we contain Derrick Henry, though? Question mark. There is Derrick Henry having a really good season. Already at 500 yards in week 6. Surprised he only has 3 touchdowns. I'm sure he's about to triple that here against us today, the way that he's running. And really, I mean, like, I might just always have to have somebody playing man coverage on Henry. It's going to leave the middle of the field exposed, but I mean, look, like, what do? This man's running like a man possessed, about to hit 100 yards before freaking halftime. I would like to see some more passes. I would really like to see some more passes. You know, not because I'm worried about the run game, because I want to see my man Noah Acro, the subscriber, get involved, right? Yeah, that's why I want to see more passes. Also, Derrick Henry has his X Factor lit up. Wow, that was a dangerous pass there, intended for Danny Gray, so for whatever reason, he's getting lots of targets. This is a big 3rd and 6 for us. Can we get back here with TJ Edwards? Can we get some pressure? Oh, he's running. Oh, I had Acro, but he's going to throw it away. That was great pressure, man. TJ Edwards was about to light up Noah Acro. He got picked up pretty nicely, and surely they're not thinking about going for this. I was about to say, I mean, come on. I would probably go for it, but I would also not get it, and I would be regretting it. So Revolution not going to regret anything. Instead, they're going to punt it to Jaden Taylor, who will let this thing go out of bounds. And our next drive will start all the way back from the 12. All right, can we hook up with Powers or McBoomski here? You know what? We're going to give Powers a shot. I mean, he's a huge target. That might be money. It is money. Laying it out there for Jake Powers. And I always do this, man. Bruh. Every time I hook up on a deep bomb like that, no, I don't want to fake spike it. I mean, we got to burn a timeout. I'm holding the button is what it is. And then they just run up to the line. So, man, what a buzzkill that was. But still, Jake Powers had to lay it out there for him. I wish he could have caught it in stride, because it would have been maybe a house call. But that is the connection that I'm trying to see a little bit more of in this one here. So just like that, we're go from the 12 to the 31 of the Revolution. And let's toss a little, guy heavy pressure. Doesn't matter. Huntington, can he break someone's ankles? He kind of did. Greg Newsome might have to get those ankles taped up there, brother. And Huntington getting it now all the way to the 18. I don't know, man. That left side looks kind of open. Can we exploit it with JJ? Can I need some blocks? We're going to get him. JJ, hit that cut. Oh, man. One cut away. We're trying to break the ankles of Kevin Byard, but that is never an easy thing to do. But still, JJ is running wonderfully in this one. And you know what? Let's give it back to the young man and see if he can carry this thing 6 yards into the promised land. We might have a little hole there on the right side. We also got a pulling guard, so definitely going to follow him. Huntington going to get shut down after only a gain of 3. Little Y stick on a Monday night. Yes, I don't know what that linebacker is going to do. Oh, come on, Powers. Okay, well, he gained 2. Needed 3, gained 2. That's okay. We should be able to pick up 1 yard with Huntington and go up by a score on the Revolution. Just need 1 yard. Can we pick it up? Oh, yeah, baby. We're in there. So Huntington with the 2nd touchdown of the game, and we are, in fact, going to go up by a score against the Revolution. That's awesome, because I'm still not convinced that Henry won't rip off a 300-yard game on us. So want to bolster up that scoreboard as much as possible. Corey Booter going to drill this thing through. We got 2 minutes till halftime. So what will Acro and the boys do here? That is the question. Ooh, Jaden Taylor, you know what? That's okay. Didn't make a play on the ball, but he prevented a house call. Sometimes that's all you can do, is just prevent the big play. And Acro this time going to hook up with somebody. Not BT Taylor, number 1. That's Calvin Ridley. Haven't seen too many throws to BT Taylor. That early interception was a target to BT Taylor, number 1. But 2 plays and the Revolution are already down into our territory. Forgot to show their offense too. So yeah, subscriber Noah Acro is the QB. Halfback, we don't need to introduce that. We already know that it's Derrick Henry because he's killing it. Subscriber BT Taylor, along with Calvin Ridley and Donovan Peoples-Jones, are the wide receivers. Not really anything crazy with the tight ends, Darnell Washington and Dalton Keene. And their line, Tyron Smith is great, David Edwards is okay, Cushenberry's okay, Kevin Dotson's good, and McGlinchey is okay. So surprised we don't have more pressures so far in this one, because their line really isn't that strong. But Noah has been doing a good job of eluding pressure, I would say. I need Taylor to play man coverage over there. And please, oh, there we go, A'Shawn Robinson. He's trying to get Acro, and Acro going to pick up a big one with his legs. If A'Shawn Robinson was just a little bit faster, you know what? If maybe Jax Vaden was still in there, he left to go to Massachusetts. Maybe he would have made a play. But alas, the Revolution are driving here. Let's see how Acro handles pressure. Okay, he's going to get sacked. And who was that? Aiden Leslie, number 68. Shout out Aiden the dog down there in the comments. He was a dog on that play for sure. And he just drilled Acro for a loss of 7. That was huge because we're trying to, hold him to a field goal here if possible. Maybe Roquan Smith can do that. Ooh, again, so close. And look at Austin Kringle out there making a play. That's going to make it 3rd and 12. All right, we're guessing pass. We're shading inside here and just selling out to stop the pass. Got the dime package in. So someone please make a play. Kringle got close back there, and just don't let Calvin Ridley get that great tackle there by Alex Powers. And you know what? We'll go ahead and call a timeout, because why not? We've already seen one deep bomb to Powers. Maybe we'll see another one. And I was going to say, surely the Revolution wouldn't go for it. No, that would be foolish. So they're going to kick a field goal. Eddie Pinheiro, they're going to make it, but they did leave us 30 seconds. And we know with this Terminator squad, that is a world of time. Got to be careful because I don't want to give it back to the Revolution. So we'll see what happens on this screen pass here. Yeah, okay. So probably what we'll do, I guess it's too late now. I'll probably just tick it down to like 3 seconds and try a Hail Mary. If I was a little bit quicker, I might have been able to hurry up it, but it's 3rd and 4. We got time for one more prayer. Miracles happen, they say. We've already seen it happen once, but yeah, probably. Although, I don't know. Powers, just a little bit too far. We had him. We had a step too on. They might want to think about putting Jameer Juice over there, the subscriber corner, not so much Greg Newsome. Although Greg Newsome has played pretty well the last couple of drives. But it's 14-10. We get the ball after halftime. Wow. Also, Albany put up 55 against Rochester. Wow, the Battle of New York. That's crazy. I'm kind of skimming through some of the games here. Still some games yet to be played, of course. But we'll check all that at the end. But yeah, second half, got to stop King Henry and got to keep going to Jake Powers and company in the deep passing game. Chance to really take momentum here into our hands. It's a tight one, but we overcame a little bit of adversity, and it is going to fall on the shoulders of the now SFL leader in rushing touchdowns, J.J. Huntington. Looks like he wasn't coming into this game, but he most certainly is now, and let's just go right back to him out of the gates here. Going to try to run on that left side, which proves to be effective lots of weeks here. Maybe it'll be effective here, maybe not. We could possibly cut it to the outside, which we are. Oh, JJ fakes 2 people, jukes 2 people. He's now at 11 for 80, and he has got that ankle-breaking speed, putting it on full display. And man, oh man, JJ is running beautifully in this one. Almost at midfield, ball is on the 47. And we got some crossers all over the field here. We're going to go to Huntington, who catches it and hangs on through contact. That was not an easy one, as the defender was right there to get him. And that will bring us to 3rd and 3. Now, I'm kind of thinking screen pass in this situation, although the coach really isn't calling it. So maybe RPO. RPO might work to Huntington, or maybe it just comes back to bite me. Not 100% sure. 3 yards, though, you got to figure JJ could get it anyways. We're going to go to Huntington, and he will have it. Masterful play call by me. Ty Huntington now 5 catches, but more importantly, keeps this drive going. I kind of like Powers on the curl again. He might get open. If not, we have Tyler Boyd coming across the field. And you know what? Oh, God, we got Huntington open. That was dangerous. Wow, it ends up working, but I held on to that ball way too long. I should have hit Huntington a lot sooner because he was open, but I just, kind of had a trigger finger. I didn't want to fire it, if you will, because so far Drew Thompson is clean. But alas, it works. It's 1st and 10. This drive is working pretty well. And see who gets open. Zach Ertz, the backup tight end. He might score. Doesn't have the Scooby McBoomski speed, but Zach Ertz is a savvy vet who's been doing it for a long time. And he gets this ball all the way down to the 15-yard line. Nice pass from Thompson. Yeah! Fred Warner is messing me up there in the middle of the field, too. So that's why I'm also a little hesitant to throw it. But shallow cross, Jake Powell. Ooh, Scooby open. What a catch. Man, I didn't even look Powers' way on that one because I saw Fred Warner blitz. And if Fred Warner blitzes, chances are I'm probably going to center field. That was exactly what happened there, and it worked like a charm. So it's 1st and goal from the 5. This drive is working very, very well, and now we just got to make sure that we cap it off with some points. I definitely want to ID up Fred Warner, even though, oh, look at, I don't know what Huntington's doing back there. He was putting on the Michael Jackson moves, and only ended up netting us a yard. I also want to add, we have dominated time of possession. We've had this ball the entire 3rd quarter. And mesh spot seems like a good idea in this situation. Scooby gonna catch it and gonna score. That's what I'm talking about, man. This Terminator squad, I love them this year, man. I loved them last year. Don't get me wrong. Didn't love our record last year, of course. But man, oh man, we got something going here. And ever since we got rid of the Chief, David Njoku, a couple episodes ago, Scooby has emerged as a true star in this league. It's awesome, and he's about to give us a 11-point lead, as long as I don't miss this with Booter, which I will not. Defense, need you to stop Derrick Henry, and right now, we got a lot of good things going in our favor. Want to keep it that way. No catches by BT Taylor so far. Not even sure if he has any targets. Was that BT?
What?
I swear it was. I mean, I should have figured. As soon as I said his name, I should have figured that was going to happen because the Madden gods are always listening, as you guys know. I don't know why I came out nickel when they're single back. I don't like that. Derrick Henry's going to kill me, isn't he? I mean, we did converge, did a good job of doing that, but Derrick Henry just never able to bring him down on first contact. And his great rushing attack is going to continue. Yeah, not a good defensive play call by me. I'll be the first to admit it. Roquan Smith, maybe he can make up for it. No, it's going to be a wide open. Is that Taylor again? It is.
What?
So will this be the BT Taylor second half? He was held catchless in the first half. Had one target, ended up being an INT to Alex Powers. But now he's got back-to-back catches from Noah Acro. And the Revolution got it down into our territory. Now, surely this is a Henry run out of the I form, which it is going to be an outside run, but that time we're there to stop him. Initially, the hit was made there by Roquan Smith, and I believe TJ Edwards was there to clean it up. But a loss of 4 for Derrick Henry, and more importantly, that will knock him out of the zone, which is awesome. Let's go pressure. Let's send TJ Huntington, the other Huntington bro. It's going to be an outside run to Henry, but we're there to meet him again. It's Roquan Smith, and also, I can't see that number. I believe that is John Kraft. Or no, it's Tui Tuipulotu, who I traded for Jax Vaden. So Tui Tuipulotu is now on this team, and he just made a great stop on Henry. That is awesome. We're going to send Roquan Smith on pressure for about the 3rd straight time here. Maybe it'll get home. Block picked up by Derrick Henry, but it doesn't matter. Derrick Henry, you are a phenomenal running back, man. You ain't blocking Roquan Smith. I mean, Roquan Smith just threw him aside like a sack of potatoes, like a rag doll even. And Derrick Henry probably lost about 4 yards on that play, and we got a sack on Noah Acro. We took dang near the whole 3rd quarter as well. I'm going to let this thing bounce. Could be a bad decision. Get in that end zone. Oh, no, dude. That ball. Oh, that pylon. Wow. We got 99 yards to go, and we just don't want to take a safety. So I need some breathing room. We got Ramondre Stevenson in here for some reason, and he is actually going to power forward, give us 3 yards, which is much better. I can't believe that ball hit the pylon. It was a great punt there by Brian Anger, but we do have an 11-point lead. We got the football. Huntington has been running great. We got a long way to go, but hopefully we can just kill as much of this clock as humanly freaking possible. Who's doing the crying, man? No, we ain't crying, brother. We are not crying at all. We're happy. We're smiling, as a matter of fact, so I don't know what that taunt is all about. I might be crying, though, if we don't pick up this first down. It is going to be tough. We're going to go screen pass. Can't take a sack in the end zone. Huntington going to get it. Clutch. Clutch, 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 clutch. And man, oh man, 8 minutes on the clock. I am going to be looking to shave that thing down as much as humanly possible. I know I just said that. I could have switched up dialogue. That was a bad call by me, but hey, still the MO. And our defense has been playing some kind of possessed as of late. Gone are the days, I shouldn't say gone, we'll say paused are the days where we're allowing teams to put up 40 points on us. I know it's happened a couple times this season, but like holding the Crocs to 3, and right now Roswell has 10. I don't know. That's pretty good, man. There's Scooby. McBoomski going to get stonewalled, though. Saw Eli Acro there, but he was not the one to make the tackle. But regardless, 1 yard to go, and this clock still continues to tick. I mean, if we're able to take this whole clock down, that would be something special. And Huntington, he might be over 100 now. What's he at? That's a side quest. I just talked to the wizard, the townsfolk, and they gave me a side quest. Side quest, get J.J. Huntington 100 yards. They didn't show stats, but you got to figure with that run there, he's got to be close, right? He's got to be pretty close. And we'll feed him the rock here. Going to have a pulling guard out of the shotgun. I don't know. Maybe I should have went single back or I form, but it's okay. 5.5 to go roughly, and Huntington going to... Okay. So even his no gains look good, because that could have been a loss of 3. And with 2 yards to go... runner pass, or RPO. You know what? I'm going to trust the man who has been single-handedly tearing up the Roswell Revolution here. That would be J.J. Huntington. If he picks this up, you might as well call ball game, because it's a 2-score game with 4 minutes, and let's get it. Let's get it, Huntington. Come on, get out of my way. 4th and 1. Oh, man. How aggressive do I want to be? I am going to be very aggressive. Not sure if this is the right call, but too late to turn back now. It wasn't the right call. Okay. Jameer Juice, subscriber cornerback, came in from his corner position to make that tackle. But you know what? I don't regret that. I do not regret that, because it's still a 2-score game. They would still have to score and then probably go for an onside kick or hold us and then score again. And they haven't scored any points in the second half. Now, that will probably change, because teams in Madden can score whenever they want to, seemingly. And they always want to when it's like 2-3 minutes to go in the ball game. So I wouldn't be surprised if they score. Man, Austin Kringle almost got there. BT Taylor again picking up 9, and they're actually going to go hurry up. I'm kind of surprised. They got a lot of time, actually. Wow. Why in the world is Danny Gray getting all these catches? I don't know, but I don't like it. I might have to call a timeout here. I may have to call a timeout, and I just hope that that aggressive 4th down call doesn't come back to bite me, and it is. So Noah, it's BT Taylor, so congrats to the subscriber wide receiver. But Noah Acro does what he couldn't do for like 3 quarters and score a touchdown. It only took 3 plays. And man, oh man, they're going to go for 2 as well to make this a field goal game. Yeah. So my aggressive nature might have come back to bite us. I don't know. We're going to have John Kraft blitz. We had pressure there. Come on, get to Henry, and he's going to get in for 2. That was a nice effort there, though, by TJ Huntington. I'm sure they'll kick it back to us. They're not going to go onside. And as long as we pick up first downs, This game is still ours, but it just got a lot closer than I would have preferred. See if JJ's got a little bit more left in the tank. Right now, our biggest enemy is Father Time. And also, apparently, our biggest enemy is that linebacker. I didn't see who it was, but no blocking on him. Jake Powers is impressed, and I am eyeing it, but we don't need the home run shot. I mean, if it's there, take it. Tyler Boyd, come on, thank you. So clutch. How clutch has Tyler Boyd been, man? He's not a subscriber, I don't think. Tyler, if you're watching, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Join the SFL. But he has just been extremely clutch, scoring touchdowns, RPOs, getting first downs. He might have just won us the game there. They still got all 3 timeouts, though, so we still got to pick up some yards. And Ramondre Stevenson in there that time. They're going to call a timeout. We're going to have to go to the air attack at some point. One would think, anyways. Unless the single back inside zone has been the one that has been working well for us. But if we don't get this, we most certainly are going to have to go to the air attack. So come on, Huntington. You've been running great all game. I'm confident you can do it again. He did, but got caught there at the last minute. He is up over 100 yards, so side quest completed. But the main quest line still needs to be completed because we gotta convert this. I might have to go to my old bag of tricks here, and I don't usually like doing this too much, but I might have to call my own play because I don't really like what the coach is drawing up. I don't think that we go run. I don't think that we be that conservative because chances are they'll get it or they'll stop us. I mean, so Huntington going to block. Who's going to pick this up? I got to snap this ball. I almost didn't. Oh, there we go. Wide open. It's Ty Huntington. That should seal it. That's why I didn't want to run it. I almost got to delay a game, too. How embarrassing would that have been? My God. I know I called my own play there, but it's okay. Couple kneel downs should get us out of Skynet Superfield with a 3-point victory. We almost threw it away there at the end by me being aggressive. That was my inner Dan Campbell coming out, right? But it looks like we are going to still get the W. Which we are, 21-18. And the Terminators are going to improve to 5-1. Revolution going to fall to 3-3. They made it interesting. I almost gave the ball game away. But at the end of the day, we had enough plays from enough players. And we'll check that out right now. But what a amazing season that we have put together. So Drew Thompson, 268, an 85% completion rate, 1 touchdown, but no picks. And Noah Acro, he was accurate, 80%, but only 148 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Overall, kind of a game to forget. And I mean, can you believe that Derrick Henry did not eclipse 100 yards after that? After nearly having it in the first quarter. I don't know why they went away from him. Jonathan Gannon is their coach. He needs to be examined. But J.J. Huntington, player of the game, over 100 yards, over 5 yards per carry, and 2 crucial touchdowns. And Ty Huntington, who made that game-sealing catch, caught 7 passes for 67. JJ caught 5 for 39. Nick Boomski had 4 catches, 31 yards, and that lone touchdown from Drew Thompson. And Jake Powers had 4 for 84 with the deep bomb in there. BT Taylor, he had no targets in the first half, but ended up getting 4 for 46 and a touchdown. So not the worst thing in the world. And that is it for the receiving game. Defensively, we got a lot of people here. Jaden Taylor had 4 tackles, so that's good work from him. No picks, though. Nice interception from the 7-footer Alex Powers to really set the tone for us early on. John Kraft has 5 tackles to end the game, and Austin Kringle had 3. No sacks, though, but 3 tackles. Only 1 tackle for Gio Cruz, so a really quiet game from him, but a tackle, a TFL, and a sack there from Aiden Leslie. Nice game from him. Jameer Juice had 3 tackles and a TFL and almost won the game with that tackle that forced us to, the turnover on downs. So he was the one in there to do that, I believe. TJ Huntington has 1 tackle. Brandon Moore, usually call his name a lot, but only 1 tackle in this one, so not a a great game from him. And Eli Acro, he had 3 tackles. So what a game. Very close at the end. We get the W. Now let's go check out the rest of the subscriber stats here in week 6. And if I miss you, please call me out, but we're up over 100 subs here in the SFL, guys, and I got my handy dandy Discord to help me out. But even with that, it is still tough to remember everything. So first up here, we got the Dakota Pronghorns getting their first win of the season against the St. Louis Sentinels. And what a game from Gianni Cortese, 394 yards, 5 touchdowns, and only 1 interception. That was a crazy game from the quarterback Gianni there. And Ashton Saber on the Sentinels, 233. Still a good game from him too, 3 touchdowns and a pick. But Gianni absolutely lit it up. Caleb King, the running back, a good game by his standards. He's had a tough couple seasons here, but he has 57 yards on 16 attempts, averaging 3.6 yards per carry. Ashton Saber had 4 for 15, and Gianni Cortese had 4 for 5. So a much needed victory by the Pronghorns as they get the dub over the St. Louis Sentinels. Okay, Albany Argonauts needed a win. They certainly got it, putting up 55 points against the Rochester Rebels. I mean, Craig Ray had 6 touchdowns. What am I looking at here? Like, I believe 7's the record, and he had 6. Also, 287 yards and 0 interceptions. What a game, man. Bobby Donuts had 19 for 82, so, I mean, nothing to scoff at. Like, Craig Ray had 6 touchdowns, but that's still a good game. And Craig also ran 5 times for 26 yards. Also, Jeff Burke had a run, the wide receiver, for 3 yards as well. Jeff Burke, 7 catches, a $116, and 3 touchdowns. Our old buddy David Njoku, 5 catches for 102 and a touchdown. And also, Bobby Donuts had 2 for 13, and Dunkin' Donuts, no catches. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Jeff Burke had all the spotlight in that one, but what a statement victory by the Albany freaking Argonauts. Louisville Fighters just added a subscriber, and they lose to the Portland Lobsters, who also do not have any subscribers on their team as well. But we'll check on the defensive stats of our new strong safety, and he is in here somewhere. There he is. Charlie Wicker, only 2 tackles, no picks, no sacks, but did have a pass deflection. And unfortunately, the Fighters, who have been playing really good this season, do suffer defeat to the Portland Lobsters. And the poor North Carolina Flyers, they just might be destined to not win that many games. They didn't win many last season. They've only won 1 this season. And they fall victim to a defeat at the hands of the Oklahoma City Eels. So Mason Buchanan had 244 yards, 1 touchdown, and no picks. So a very workman-like performance. He brought his brown bag to lunch for sure. And Alex Thompson, only 200 yards, but no touchdowns and no picks. Grom Briner had a good game. He's normally a receiving back, but he ran 17 times for 58 yards and a touchdown. So that was good. Alex Thompson ran 5 times for 32. And Buchanan ran 1 time for 6. Receiving, we got Ray here, had 5 catches for 39 yards. No touchdowns, though. And Grom Briner only 1 for 7. That is very, very rare because he usually has wide receiver type of numbers. But alas, they still got the victory. Dr. Dre Harris had 6 tackles as well. So Oklahoma City Eels, are we done with them? Are we done playing them? I don't know. We're done playing the Flyers, I think. Anyways, doesn't matter. Nice victory by the OKC Eels. Savannah Spirits, who we have not played yet, but will soon get a victory over the Massachusetts Smithies and the Vaden brothers. So they will take a L here to Caleb Hayes, who finished today with 281 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Silas Vaden, kind of a tough game. Okay, 149 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. So yeah, that was definitely a game to forget there. Daniel Banks, 18 carries for 82 yards, no touchdowns though. And Jax Vaden, who just came over, just became a halfback. It was a rough game, 7 carries for only 26. And Silas, the quarterback, had almost as many, 5 for 25. And Caleb Hayes, only 1 carry, 4 yards, but it was a touchdown. Receiving, DeAndre Smith caught 11 passes from Caleb Hayes, 95 yards, no touchdowns. And this is also the return game for Dallas Bolton. I don't see him on this list, at least not right now. George Smith had 5 for 66. Daniel Banks had 2 for 25. Jax Vaden 5 for 17. And okay, Dallas Bolton caught one pass for 8 yards in his return to the Spirits. But you know what? They got to win. So that is all that matters at the end of the day. Cam O'Shea, the linebacker, had 7 tackles and 2 pass deflections. New safety, Ishmael Balog, had 4 tackles. No sacks, no picks or anything, but 4 tackles. Okay. Jaden Hayes, the linebacker, had 4 tackles as well. And who else do we got here? We got a lot. Okay. D Ford had a sack. He's got tons of sacks this season. Also 3 tackles as well. Trustin Smith had 3 tackles and a pass deflection. So nice work there. And also 2 tackles and a pass deflection by Jackson Prime. Believe that is it. It is. So the Spirits, nice win over the Smithies. And we should be playing them any week now. Kissimmee Crocs did beat the Providence Red Raiders by 1 point. So they trade Dallas Bolton and they get a victory. Is there something there? I don't know. But Chase Kaiser didn't even really play that great. Only 108 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. But Patrick Mahomes, he was playing against, one of the best. So I guess he found a way to do it, right? And at the end of the day, that's all you can really ask for. So Chase Kaiser, 316. Okay. And receiving wise, no more Dallas Bolton, but Blake Altenhofen had a good game. 8 catches for 83 yards. No touchdowns, but you know what? The Crocs did get a 1-point victory. A 1-point victory is still a victory, and it was a nice one over the Providence Red Raiders. St. Petersburg Manatees beat the Topeka Silverbacks, a battle of the 1-win teams. Silverbacks Nation kind of struggling here. Kyrie Brooks, 217 yards and a touchdown. But he was outdueled by Trevor Lawrence, and also running the ball. Am I missing him? I mean, where's he at? Where you at, Kyrie? Oh, okay. 1 attempt for 3 yards. I'm sorry. That's why I couldn't find him. And Manatees, we got W. Mans here on the defense. He had 3 tackles and a TFL as well. So, yeah, Manatees needed that one, but so did the Silverbacks, and the W does in fact go to St. Pete. What is up with the Jersey Shore D's, man? They won the Super Bowl last season. They've lost like 2-3 in a row, and the Toronto Thunderbirds have now won 2 in a row behind the strong arm of Jordan Baker. 236 yards, 3 touchdowns, and only 1 interception, and he outdueled Lamar Jackson, which is never easy to do unless you're Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, right? Too soon? Maybe. I don't know. Jordan Baker, 3 runs for 5 yards as well. And receiving-wise, got a few here. Tommy Pickle had 6 for 77. Barnaby Hunt on quite a tear. He had 5 catches for 63 and a touchdown. So that is awesome for him. And Jesse Moore kind of starting to cool off here a little bit. Only 2 for 29. He's usually up there in the 100s, but not as of late. And defensively for the D's here, Aiden Grau had 5 tackles and an interception, though. So silver lining, there is that. But yeah, really nice win for the 2nd week in a row now by the Toronto Thunderbirds. Fort Worth Rough Riders, they're having a good season, and that continues as they do dispel the subscriberless Juneau Snow Owls. And quarterback Devin Fry had 209 yards and 3 touchdowns. Not the most yardage, but 3 times in pay dirt is usually going to increase your chances of winning. He also rushed 8 times for 20 yards as well. And overall, the Fort Worth Rough Riders, really impressed by them as they add another W to the column. Ooh, the Milwaukee Motors laid a goose egg against the Grand Rapids Lightning. That's not good for them. Lucas Spicer, 224 yards and a touchdown. And Cooper Fox, just a rough day. He is like top 3 in the SFL in passing yards. Rough day. 137 yards, no touchdowns, and a pick. That is going to be tough to overcome by anybody. And Lucas Spicer ran 4 times for 18 yards. Cooper Fox ran 3 times for 9 yards. Floyd Butler, 2 for 7. And I mean, this is the weirdest rushing stat line I've ever seen. The running back Crab Kingsley, 6 for 4, averaging 0.7 yards per carry. I mean, for both teams. Okay. Receiving, Sam Fox did have 3 catches for 45 yards. And DeMar DeRozan, who we just added, had 4 catches for 45. We also got Floyd Butler. Not a lot of stats, man. Really weird game. Really weird game. 4 catches for 31, and Jarek Smith, who doesn't usually have catches, He had 1 for 18. All right, there we go. Bobby Boulder did not allow any sacks in this one. All right, so good job, Bobby. And can't forget about Ace Hondo, the strong safety, 3 tackles. And that is it. So the Motors, man, they were screeching to victories. The Grand Rapids Lightning just struck them down with the thunderous victory, 24-0. Las Vegas Jacks dropped to the Boulder Rockies, another low-scoring game, 17-14. And what? It's the weirdest week of football, man. Drew Vincent, 88 yards, no touchdowns, and a pick. Like, what are we doing here? Lucas Thomas, 285 yards and a touchdown, but I don't know. Caleb Small, the running back, had a good game, 18 carries, 77 yards, average of 4.3 per carry, and 2 touchdowns. AJ Hance had 13 for 50 and no touchdowns. Arlie Kays on the Jacks had 7 for 38 and no touchdowns. Lucas Thomas ran 6 times for 14 and a touchdown out of his QB position. And Drew Vincent also ran 3 times for 12. Austin Lucas on the Rockies had 6 catches for 71, so pretty good work there. Damon Cody only 3 for 29. Mike LaMadrid, the tight end, 1 for 27. And AJ Hance, 1 for 3. This is a very strange game, if I do say so myself. Augustine Miser, 7 tackles out of his middle linebacker position, so good work there from him. Jessica Miser had 4 tackles and a sack. That's also pretty good work there. Hudson Dean Miser, 4 tackles and 1 TFL. All right, and there's Trey White, who we just traded, had 2 pass deflections. Okay, good job from Trey. Herbie McMath had a good game, 3 tackles, 1 TFL, and a sack. So that is good. AJ Hall, the linebacker, had a pick. That's awesome out of his middle linebacker position. 3 tackles and 1 interception. Always like to see INTs from the linebackers. I believe that is it here. No, Aiden Mew, the strong safety, only 1 tackle, but a pass deflection. So I don't know what's up with the Jacks. We loaded them up with subscribers, but they still get the loss here, like 3 in a row now, right? To the Boulder Rockies. Edmonton Coyotes, they lose to the Akron Summits 31-21. And the tough season continues. Dragon Zetron, the subscriber on the Summits, 246 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 picks. Caden Haskins, though, I mean, he's bad in his stats. He's got good stats. 256 yards, 3 touchdowns, but 2 very costly interceptions. Dragon also ran 11 times for 39 and 2 touchdowns. I don't know what is up with the running backs in this franchise this year. It is just so weird. Jackson Hyde, superstar, by the way, 8 rushes for 18 yards. It's a very, very strange. And Caden Haskins also ran 1 time for 7. Timmy Winfield had 4 catches for 53. And Jackson Hyde had 1 for 7. And then we got a couple subscriber. There's Talanoa Hufunga, who we just added, 6 tackles and a pick. But Cody Bricks, the defensive end, had 5 tackles. No sacks, though. Definitely could have used a few of those. And Bob Doodle, the middle linebacker, had 4 tackles, no sacks, and could have used a little bit of those. Also, Diamador Lenore, I traded to their team as well. But yeah, tough stretch here for the Coyotes. They'll figure it out, but a nice victory by the Akron Summits. And capping things off here, the Memphis Suns, another team laying a goose egg, the Montana Mountain Lions. And if you did not see your team, that means they are on bye, because bye weeks have started now here in week 6, but new quarterback Nick Strickland gets a win in his first week. He had 260 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no picks. And McDonald's 10-piece, a pretty rough game. 125 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Nick also did run 10 times for 37. And McDonald's 10-piece ran 5 times for 18. And get a look at the receiving stats here. We have several as well. Christian Bangle had 4 for 42. No touchdowns, though. And Gavin Goat, 3 for 33, also no touchdowns there as well. And defensively, we get a look at our strong safety, King Lay. He had 4 tackles. I need to see some defenders get like some sacks and some picks, because it doesn't usually happen too often. But regardless, a very, very nice, convincing win by Nick Strickland and the Memphis Suns. So what a week, man. We take on these Salem Steelhawks, who are packed full of subscribers. They must have been on bye too. They were on bye, so that's why they're 4-1. We're 5-1. So a battle of the 1-loss teams. Then we go back to OKC and then play the Savannah Spirits for the first time in week 9. So subscriber matchups all across the freaking board. And next week should be a good one at Skynet Superfield. So that is going to do it for me tonight, guys. As always, I appreciate you stopping by. I will catch you on the next one. Until then, peace.